Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Cars Enthusiast. You know what? Been thinking of back a couple of weeks ago when we were showing off the teaser photos for that Lamborghini Esteron. Well, Honda kind of got the same idea when they let loose of this teaser photo in the last 24 hours. This is the all-new 2016 Ridgeline, and that's pretty much all we know. Now, if you know about the Ridgeline that's out, at least right now, that's going out of production very soon, and will be a gap in the year of 2015 where there will be no Ridgeline. It's kind of a weird vehicle. It's not a body-on-frame style of truck, so it's not a standard style truck. It's built a little bit more like a car, but this one looks a lot more truck-like. I'm very interested to see what Honda may have up their sleeve because, again, they let out little to nothing other than this particular teaser photo. So maybe at some of the auto shows coming up here in the auto show season, we may get to see a little glimpse of this. Maybe a concept vehicle will show up here and there. So we'll keep you in tune if we get a peek at one of these. Next up on the list, well, all folks over at Autocar actually caught up with the Mitsubishi project manager, and in the discussions where they talked about possibly reviving the Mitsubishi EVO, as a lot of folks on this planet are huge fans, this fat guy being one of them, the Mitsubishi Evolution. I would really love to see this thing continue, and I know there was a lot of blasphemy rolling around when there was a lot of talk that it was going to be a hybrid and a diesel hybrid, and boy, it got a lot of the faithful all riled up. Well, this particular deal is probably going to get it a little bit more as well, as the project manager for Mitsubishi told Autocar that the next EVO, which won't be an EVO in any way, shape, or form, will actually be a hybrid SUV. They are building a brand new hybrid SUV that supposedly will have the essence of what the Mitsubishi EVO, which I don't know what to think about this. I'm a little bit different in that I like kind of weird style cars, so building a hot rod SUV is kind of cool to me, but to think that it would come at the cost of the EVO is not very happy for me. So I don't know, I'm a little bit torn. I'm a little bit excited about what this car could be, but I'm also a little bit sad that the EVO is leaving officially, at least for now. Now, if they go ahead and do this particular concept, which was actually a Gran Turismo concept SUV, then yeah, I'm on board with this deal, but still will very, very much miss the Mitsubishi EVO. So maybe one day down the road, Mitsubishi will revive the platform, and hopefully that'll be sooner than later. Next up on the list, again, the folks over at Autocar. We're talking with the folks over at Ferrari, and Ferrari laid down the gauntlet and said absolutely not. They will not build a SUV. They will not build a four-door saloon or a sedan automobile, at least in their present cycle's future, which has kind of got me torn on a tad bit of this. Much like the Mitsubishi deal, much like you may think that I'm going to be speaking blasphemy very, very soon, I'm kind of a weird guy. You may have noticed that when watching this particular program. One of the things that I really like are cars that I consider taboo. One of those being that when I was growing up, all the coolest cars, all the most desirable automobiles were coupes or coupes. Well, until the Nissan Maxima first came out, and Nissan showed it off as being a four-door sports car, which it really wasn't, but they were really working on the driving dynamics for a four-door sedan automobile, which hadn't been done ever. Most four doors were big, comfy cushions, couches on wheels, if you will. They were just for moving people to and fro, but they put a little bit of performance in this, especially in the suspension settings, which really got me into cars that I felt shouldn't be, like hot rod SUVs or hot rod sedans. So on one side of this, I would love to see what Ferrari would have up their sleeve if they ever built an SUV or a sedan. But on the other side, I think that maybe it's more, well, it's probably better that they actually stick to what they do best, and that's building some of the best performance cars on the planet. I still would love to see that SUV or sedan, and maybe someday down in the future we may see this, and hopefully I will be alive to see it. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for this edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. If you want to jump on over to the Facebook page, the link's down in the show notes. Take you right over there. If you like us over there, we'd appreciate it. Also, if you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do so at any time. Get the first dibs on the brand new shows as soon as they come out. I thank you for watching, and we'll see you again real soon.